and welcome to the Oddity Archive. This show advancing so rapidly in technology that a few more episodes and I'll be ahead of the curve. Finally. But anyway, as you probably remember, last time we took a look at the Commodore 64. And I figured since I'm already in computer mode, I might as well just go ahead and take that next major leap forward to Windows 95. So anyway, a while back, I happened upon this possibly unintentional 3-tape set in a thrift store bin, and don't let the fancy box fool you, this was actually home to somebody's copy of the Die Hard trilogy at some point. Yeah, I guess they valued their computer tutorial tapes more. I mean, granted, I didn't care much for the Die Hard movies either, but geez. But anyway, these tapes were put out by DEC, or the Diamond Entertainment Corporation. And these guys were normally in the public domain game, but for a while during the mid to late 90s, they were putting out some of their own, or at least what was cheaply available, other content. And there was another company out of Minnesota called Scimitar that did something similar, but that's another episode. But anyway, we're going to take a look at 2 of the 3 tapes here today. Now, the third tape, because I know you're probably going to ask, it's this one. Windows 95, a first look. And we're not really going to look at this one because it's actually surprisingly normal and informative and stuff, albeit a bit obvious. Of course, I say this with the benefit of some 20 years of hindsight.
Select OK to start the scan disk, and after it has been completed, a scan of your hard disk drive, the Windows 95 program will copy the necessary files to get information it needs to run your computer. Setup will then ready the Setup Wizard, which is a utility that simplifies the setup process and eliminates some tedious procedures.
So today's first tape is called The Family Guide to Computers, and this is home to the second most punchable family to ever appear on the archive. I think I still have to give the nod to the family and that Ultimate TV tape that we looked at last year. You remember them, right? But anyway, this tape, as well as today's other tape, dates to 1996. And so we're right at the end of the DOS to Windows transition and the rise of the CD-ROM and the beginning of the internet starting to creep into the mainstream. And so, what better time than to make a video? But as is wont to happen around here, this tape has already been excerpted by the Found Footage Festival, but I think it merits a more thorough examination. If only to get everybody's blood pressure up. Oh, I am so totally not going to be staring at that time code this whole video. No way. I dig this whole VHS glitch anti-art thing. I know the right side of the artsy road to line up on. Hometown television. There's only about 40 of us with the same name across America.
Low-tech, high-tech, Twilight Zone to Star Trek, hardware, software, take a seat if you dare.
Power up, download, database, break the code, CD-ROM, super slick, point and click.
Take the spin, now you're in really techno-hip, all because of a computer chip.
We don't know where to go with this techno fluff, so let's name some really geeky stuff.
It's another day in the life of a family. Maybe a little bit like yours.
Ugh.
Hi, we're the Jamesons.
And that's all we'll ever be.
Recently, we didn't know much about computers, but a few months ago, we decided to join the information age, and we'd like to share with you what our family has learned about computers.
Well, the first thing you need to do is set up your new computer system.
Right in the middle of the room.
To take the computer out of the box. And it's also a little bit confusing because there's so many cables to plug in.
And you're not sure what to do, right, Dad?
Well, I'm never sure what to... Hey!
Before you start to get underway.
That's right, and everyone can help. You know, they've made it so much easier than in the old days. Now most computer systems are sold with a lot of software programs already installed.
And the installation...
God, this kid won the awkward teen lottery.
Automatic with Microsoft Windows 95 plug-and-play technology.
So first, you'll need to connect up the individual components of your system.
If you're lucky, your system will have color-coded cables that enable you to put your pieces together easily.
It's so simple, even your kids can do it. Tell them, Peter.
First, you hook up your mouse. That's the pointer.
Then the keyboard. That's the thing you type on.
Then, connect your printer. And if you got lucky, you got a scanner too.
Just don't confuse it with the paper shredder.
Photos and images inside your computer.
That's good advice, Peter. That way you can make sure all of your equipment is working correctly.
But enough about my love life.
Installed, you'll be excited.
Yeah, the computer comes on, you see the icons on the screen. They represent the programs you have. It's cool.
It really is.
It's radical, even.
Around the screen.
Get used to clicking and double-clicking with your mouse to select the things you want. Now, if you're having installation problems, you may want to check the following. Are all of your components plugged in properly?
Nope, because I keep tripping over the damn cables because you morons put the computer in the middle of the room.
Also, if a modem is involved, is your telephone line connected?
Is the electricity in your home even on?
Short enough to avoid signal loss? And finally, has your system been moved around so the pieces may have come loose?
Ladies and gentlemen, Comcast's call center checklist.
All because of a computer chip.
Okay, but I'll bet our viewers want to know how to install one of these sweets, Dad.
Well, the first thing you need to determine is your system resource availability.
What's that?
That's fancy.
I think this family has ADHD. Or they're playing a really weird game of musical chairs.
Today's more powerful programs, they do require a lot more memory and storage.
I still remember back in the old days of computers when 40 megabytes was a lot.
Geez, Dad, that's ancient history. Did you have black and white televisions back then, too?
No, and we didn't have Duke Nukem either, and if you're not careful, neither will you.
Sorry.
Busted.
Hey, I'm still getting used to having more than 64K. Hipster elitists.
Today's programs.
To install a suite of Office applications, you use the same type of installation process as for most other programs. You click on My Computer, then select Add and Remove Programs, then click ahead to install the application from your CD or disk.
And get all the adware that comes with it.
The time. That allows the computer to make the most likely settings automatically.
Then you remove your disks, reboot your system, and you're on your way.
You better explain how to reboot your computer. Sounds like we're getting our shoes resold.
I promise, I did not write this.
The computer asks you whether to turn itself off and then on again. It's the way the computer gets started with your program.
Well, I'll be damned. I always thought I had to open a program.
Helpline comes in handy. Each manufacturer provides free technical help for a limited amount of time when you first purchase your computer or software.
Unless it's a Commodore.
For it. But it can sure make it easy if you have a difficult question. Also, it can be helpful to buy a book with some specifics on your application.
All because of a computer chip.
Bargain basement Patty Austin.
Computers are as real as viruses in our families.
Excuse me.
Bless you, honey.
They're just trolling us now, aren't they?
A computer virus is an essential tool to consider. In this case, we've chosen the Virus Scan Deluxe program from McAfee.
What do viruses do to the computer?
Well, honey, they can make your computer sick.
It won't be able to hold down anything but crackers and dry toast.
And, all sorts of weird things.
How do you get them?
By loading counterfeit software and...
Remember, kids, don't floppy that copy. Or something like that.
The best way to guard against the problem is to know who you're getting any shared programs from, and to use a virus scan program on anything you've been given.
Give it 20 years and the virus scan will take over your computer.
In fact, McAfee Virus Scan Deluxe can be set to automatically scan each new file as it's introduced into your system.
So it can use it against you.
Program software is easy. In this case, you simply double-click on the CD-ROM drive, and the software checks for viruses and installs to keep your system virus-free.
But, like, what if the virus software has a virus on it?
Sorry.
She got it from the computer.
Because of a computer chip.
Tick.
You know, Dad, almost all the cool stuff for computers these days comes on CD-ROMs. Games, shareware, phone books, multimedia, music.
Wait, music on a CD? What kind of voodoo is this?
Amount of data, and they're relatively inexpensive. Fortunately, most computers today have CD-ROMs built right in.
But if your computer doesn't have
Family was in suspended animation for a second there.
they can usually be installed easily through Windows 95's Plug and Play by just plugging them in. We highly recommend that you add one to your system.
We should give all the parents out there a tip. Installing the new CD-ROM technology can certainly make a difference in your child's performance in school. I became better in math because I used Mighty Math Calculating Crew when I was only 3.
Did you somehow skip a bunch of years? 'Cause you're 12 now.
All because of a computer chip.
Dad, what is that? You look like you're ready to decode secret messages on a submarine.
How specific.
That's very funny. You all love making fun of old Dad.
You can kiss college goodbye.
This is a very exciting application. This is the Kurzweil voice recognition system.
Well, hasn't voice recognition been around for a while, honey?
Until now, it's never been affordable nor accurate enough for the everyday user.
What do you mean? It still isn't.
Dictate a letter or draft a report without using a keyboard or a secretary.
Job killer.
Time saver, and it allows me to concentrate and communicate my ideas more efficiently than when I'm typing. Lawyers, teachers, and business people all love it. See? I'm doing it now.
It even adds extra words and emotional punctuation.
Set up?
Yep. The Kurzweil voice system installs easily right out of the box, and you can train it to increase its accuracy to 97%.
Accurate words include and, the, it.
No, son, but I have some great ideas how you can research that report using your CD-ROM encyclopedia program.
I still think you could help me with my homework.
What do you think I am, your father? I think the singer fell asleep.
Whirlwind Tour has been fun, but we're just about out of time.
But gee, Dad, I wanted to tell our viewers some more about some great computer programs.
And what about CD Bundle Bargain?
Overruled by the tape.
Have to wait till next time.
Oh, but honey, before we go, let me show them the invitation I've been working on for your birthday party. I've included the email address so that relatives...
Oh, honey, this is sweet, but my birthday was last month.
Let me see so I could be...
Cool, let me see
Well,
that,
as you can
please.
see, our home computer really has
I'll
touched
do it
our
like
lives.
that.
And we hope it will change yours too.
You'll be like one of us.
See you next time.
Low tech, high tech, Twilight Zone to Star Trek.
Hey, don't be sparking any Geek Wars, singer lady.
Feet, if you dare.
Power up, download, database, break the code, CD-ROM, super slick.
Oh, come on, did they really name the song Family Computer Series?
All because of a computer chip.
Suddenly I'm in the lobby of a bad resort. And because I knew you would ask, HometownTV.com, currently abandoned, no company information available. Diamond Entertainment Corporation sold out to an African pharmaceutical company in 2007, inactive ever since. You're welcome. Believe it or not, there is a second tape featuring the Jameson family out there, and it's called The Kid's Guide to the Internet. And I don't have that one, but as of my making this, it is available to watch in its entirety on YouTube. And of course, you gotta be up for another round of 90s waspy family torture. I'm not sure why anybody would be, but in case you are, go for it. But as for us, we're going to take a little break here, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to try and take a look at today's other tape. Assuming the damn thing can hold together for just one more pass.
All because of a computer chip.
Want free greetings and great gifts for the holidays?
Just click me, baby.
Use your mouse to say more at egreetings.com. With the click of a button, you can send free, colorful, personalized greetings for every occasion. Plus, egreetings.com makes it easy to send thoughtful presents to everyone on your gift list.
You like them? I picked them out myself.
egreetings.com.
Just click me, baby.
Today's other tape is called Basic Computer Literacy, and from what I've seen of it thus far, it doesn't look too informative. Which is made even funnier by the fact that this allegedly aired on the Learning Channel, TLC, and PBS at some point. Your tax dollars at work, at least for the latter. But anyway, Diamond Entertainment was actually, in my opinion, one of the better VHS crap houses. Their public domain stuff is usually pretty good, but they really dropped the ball with the tape stock on this one. I mean, let's just hope it holds up for one more viewing. Frankly, I'm not feeling too optimistic. Color me disappointed. Not a single diamond to be seen. Or any entertainment, for that matter. You know, I don't think that's gonna help. I mean, I could see through the tape stock when I held it up to the light. What a lousy quote. Bye-bye. The Warner Home Video logo's gone goth. It's gotten really long, too. Cow Nessie Super Zinc Cowsill Symphony? Oh. I think Cowsill Symphony would have been a lot more interesting. The urn a guilt? Jeez. Yeah, I see how it is, tape. It's all one big mystery. Is this one of those tapes where I'm gonna die in 7 days if I watch it all the way through without eating, drinking, sleeping, going to the bathroom, and so on? The hands of fate take a coffee break. Carrie White didn't really die. She just lost her telekinetic powers and was forced to work in some office.
Phew, what a day. You should have seen the pile of work waiting for me on my desk.
Honey, are you wearing the tablecloth again?
And it's always hard to come back to work after a 2-week vacation, huh?
You know, it's always nice to sit down for your morning coffee and paper after work. Honey, that's rat poison. Oh, whatever. Maybe it'll put her out of her misery.
Maybe if we sent the kids to the jungle for camp this summer and sold your mother to the foreign slave traders, it might help our attitude.
What'd you say about my mother?
Damn, thought I'd get her to agree.
You seem so distant, so preoccupied.
Even by your standards.
Got the back to the old grind blues?
I wish it were something simple like that. But you know, I love my job.
My unspecified job.
I'm darn good at what I do.
Whatever that might be.
Never let them down. I thought I knew everything there was to know about that job. Until today.
What's dictation?
Computers.
So what? You can learn.
I don't know that. It's a whole new area for me. There's so much to learn. I'm intimidated already. That thing just sits on my desk and stares at me with that idiotic blinking light on the screen.
Judging me.
It took me all morning to find out that much. Then my boss asked me to make a copy of his disc. Well, I didn't know what he meant, so I proceeded to the photocopy machine and I made a copy of the disc.
And now I'm getting sued by some company for piracy, whatever that is.
So funny. I just wanted to shrink up and crawl under a rock somewhere.
Well,
I'm too old for this.
It took me 3 years to learn how to use the coffee maker.
The wrong button and it burns up right there on my desk.
Maybe.
Why is it that men understand computers so easily and women don't?
Wait.
Why do only girls' computers blow up?
I saw an article about that very thing today. You're wrong about women not understanding computers. There was a woman in the 1840s who worked with computers.
Ada Byron King, Countess of Lovelace.
And breaker of hearts.
Political engine. Says she was quite a mathematician, too. Well, I am not.
Be kind to my wife.
You're kind of my wife?
I'll tell you what. Let's go out to dinner tonight. Help take your mind off of this.
We'll do it, say, tomorrow morning.
But I'm afraid I won't be able to stop worrying for a while.
Wait, is this a silent movie now? Because I'm totally okay with that. God, she's decomposing.
What if I do something wrong?
Something like go on the surrealist version of The Family Feud. I fully expect the Xerox machine to come alive and start rapping about not copying discs. Oh, well, that does it. A whole industry's going down because of you. John Machida, Joseph Stalin, Princess Diana, Jay Leno, Kathy Lee Gifford. They're all laughing at you, Carrie.
I didn't know.
You could just lift your desk just enough. Who am I kidding? It took this woman 8 years to learn how to use the copier. Oh God, she never turned the computer on! Or she just started a game. What the hell is this?
You have pushed the wrong button.
Same thing happened when I tried to play the ALF game on my old Packard Bell Legend. So a computer graphic skyline just took her picture? I gotta find another job, something without computers, somewhere I can stuff carbon paper down my blouse again.
May I offer you some shelter from the storm?
Hello, Ada.
You called for me. How could I refuse to respond?
This is like a bad dream. And now you're here.
And hey, I'll spend all my afterlife with you.
Reality for your mind is something you'll have to answer for yourself.
But why?
It is your choice, really. I can be, perhaps, a window to help you see better into the computer realm, or I can let you return to that hideous place you just came from.
Please don't.
I'll just staple myself to my desk. Again.
Those were some gruesome images I just experienced.
I understand why your nightmare was so strong. It sprang from the gravest depths of the mind. Fear of the unknown.
More like fear of acting lessons.
Things are better already now that you're here.
Litter bug. Hey, instant unintentional sandstorm effect.
Get it. You weren't around when modern computers were developed.
True, but even computer scientists dream. Don't forget, computers and mathematics were passions with me. My spirit still finds them intriguing.
I guess I don't know why I should take the trouble to learn something as complex as computers.
Did we skip a page or two of dialogue here?
Learning will be long and difficult, if not impossible.
Oh, hey, maybe we'll get started.
What can I do to ensure that things run correctly?
First of all, remember your computer's an electrical device, just like your refrigerator.
Huh? I'm a refrigerator?
Cut off. Things spoil very...
I don't want to be a refrigerator! I don't want to be a refrigerator!
Computer, the effect is instantaneous.
What can I do to prevent losing everything?
Well, for starters, don't hook up your computer the same way those Jameson idiots did.
Information on magnetic media, and copy information from the computer's memory to the media at least every 20 minutes.
Meanwhile, the Software Publishers Association is licking its lips.
20 minutes of work when things return to normal. Make backup copies of the magnetic media daily, so if one gets damaged, there is another source of the information.
Only use the dataset as a last resort.
To live in. They are sensitive to temperature and humidity. Magnets, food...
You're not helping me, Ada. I'm more scared than ever.
I must be starting to wake up.
Come on, we just started! It's like somebody edited this or something.
I just hope I have been of some help.
Oh, you have? I don't think I'm afraid anymore. In fact, this is a new journey that'll be exciting to explore.
I tell you, just when it was starting to get interesting. Ada, we've got to stop meeting like this.
You'll find others are on the same road to adventure, just like you. They'll be glad to help someone who is as enthusiastic as you are.
Thank you, Lady Ada. Come back again?
Perhaps.
I'm holding out for a cut of the video sales. And put your little hand in mine, 'cause there ain't no hill or nothing. Oh my god, she's run off to join the Amish. Or maybe not. So that's where Kirk Cameron learned to fake drink.
This morning? I hope things go better for you today.
I have a good feeling about it. Thanks for your encouragement last night.
Anytime. You know I'm on your side.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good luck.
Oh, hey, wait, there's nothing in here. See you tonight? You know it. I tell you, oil-powered tape decks were such a bad idea. Even the company that made this wasn't going to venture a guess as to whether this was made in 1996 or 1986. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm good and ready to tackle that brave new world of 3.5-inch diskettes and Windows 95. Not so sure if I'm quite ready for the CD-ROM yet, though. But, anyway, that's it for today's archive. Join us next time when we go in search of the elusive detonate button on the computer. Good thing I've got my trusty old box here to protect me from the shrapnel.
Low-tech, high-tech, Twilight Zone to Star Trek, hardware, software, take a seat if you dare.
Power up, download, database, break the code, CD-ROM, super slick, point and click.
Take the spin, now you're in really techno-hip, all because of a computer chip.
I see we need to work on terminology.